Benfica are a powerhouse in Portugal, however these guys are legitimately cursed and I'm not joking when I say that. The story goes that back in the 60s, Bela Gutmann was sacked after asking for a pay rise. But upon his dismissal, he declared that not in 100 years from now will Benfica ever be European champions. And after 60 plus years of trying, Benfica still haven't been able to call themselves European champions, so this curse may legitimately be real. But in today's video, I intend on breaking that curse as I've just become Benfica's new manager. And not only do I want to completely dominate Portuguese football with Benfica, I want to make them at long last the best team in the world. So ladies and gents, this is the starting 11 with Benfica I've loaded into, and it's genuinely taken me by surprise just how good this team actually is. I mean, yes, when you take a look at our 3 highest rated players, it's Otamendi, Rafa and Angel Di Maria, but when you take a closer look at the squad up, you'll realise just how stacked Benfica actually are. There's Anatoly Trubin, there's Antonio Silva, there's Florentino, Alexandra Bar, it goes on and on and on. Benfica's team is ridiculous. They do, however, have a couple of players on loan to them, both fullbacks, Juan Benyat and Alvaro Fernandez. I don't know what I'm going to do with these guys just yet, but when the time comes, I'll address this. However, Benfica aren't the richest team in world football, guys. 29 million is all we've got to work with in Season 1. But truth be told, guys, I don't even think we're going to need that much because this team is so young and so talented. I don't see me making many signings this year. I can just see me letting these guys cook. But one thing I am doing is changing the formation to the 4-2-3-1 wide variation. It's basically the same as what they're currently using. This one's just way more structured. And we're using wing play with this formation. I've got a strong feeling that the wingers in our team are going to play the biggest part to our success. I mean, for example, we've got Andreas Schelderup, who's currently on loan right now, but he's only 19 years old. Someone I'm definitely considering building this team around when he comes back to the squad. Then there's Gianluca Prestiani, there's Thiago Guivier, and also David Neres, who are all very, very good players. And after I've messed around with the team, ladies and gents, this is, in my opinion, the strongest starting level we can feel going into Season 1 prior to making any changes in the transfer window. Now remember, guys, we've got 29 million to work with in Season 1, but before I start spending this willy-nilly, I want to focus on the players that I want to sell and loan out. Because there's a lot of them, ladies and gents, believe me when I say that. A lot of them are old, but a couple of them are actually young that just don't quite fit into my plans right now. One of those players being João Neves. He's only 18, he's 76 overall. Believe me when I say I'm not going to neglect this guy. I'm just sending him out on loan for a couple of years, maybe even 1 year. Then when he comes back off his loan move, we'll see what we can do with him. But majority of the players on the loan list, like Nicolas Otamendi, like João Mario, and also Frederick Ursnes, are just there to make way for the players I actually want in the starting 11. And there we go, guys. It took a while, but I managed to loan out every single player on that transfer list. Now this brings us to the other side of the transfer window, where we're actually going to put this 29 million, and I think I figured out a place to put it. I'd like a new left back personally. Alvaro Fernandez could be an option we go for on a permanent basis, but I don't think he's strong enough just yet. And we certainly could go for Juan Benyat. I mean, he's within our price range, however he's 30 years old, and ideally if I'm bringing in a left back, I want one that's going to be at this club for another 5 years and constantly growing as a player. So instead I'm going for Brazilian fullback Renan Lodi from Al Hilal. He's only 25, 78 overall. This guy's always been a little bit of a beast on career modes, and I'm going to see if I can get the absolute best out of him. And there we go, guys. Just like that, Season 1's transfer window is done and dusted as we spent 19 million on Renan Lodi. But business in Season 1 is just about to pick up as we are in the UCL alongside Inter Milan, RB Salzburg and Real Sociedad. And you better believe I want to do better than they did in real life. If I'm not mistaken, they finished 3rd in Group D. I want to at least get to the round of 16. Now I'm very aware that this team is a work in progress, guys. There's a lot of youngsters in this team that still need to develop. There's a lot of old players in this team too that are probably going to go down in overall. However, come the end of Season 1, I'm fairly confident that we can not only become Portuguese champions, we can definitely do better in the Champions League than Benfica did in real life. But that, unfortunately, guys, just didn't happen. We were so close as well, man. 1 point away from the knockouts in the UCL, but we did crash out to the Europa League just like they did in real life. And we made it to the round of 16 before West Ham knocked us out 4 4-3 on aggregate. I mean, the Hammers are a good side, don't get me wrong, but I would have liked to have thought we're good enough to beat them. And it's more bad news, guys. Porto have ended up winning the league, losing one game all season. Jesus Christ, they were on smoke. And we didn't even win. The Taca Portuguese at either Sporting knocked us out in the semi-finals. The only positive I can take from season 1 so far is the development in our players, because quite frankly, they look like they have had a very, very good season when it comes to progressing. Especially Marcus Leonardo. Look at this guy, 27 goals, 1 assist in 48 games, and he's gone up to 81 overall. This guy is a future beast in the making. And when you look at the team, when he's actually on paper, we've got a very, very good squad in our hands, guys. Season 1 may have been a little bit of a calamity, but season 2, however, I feel like we're going to bounce back and then some. But before we get to season 2, guys, if you're enjoying this video so far, leave it a big old thumbs up and smash that subscribe button. I'm currently racing Raman to 100,000 subscribers, and I cannot let him beat me. So do me a favor, guys, if you are enjoying this video, leave a like on it and smash that subscribe button. Now, guys, we are into a new season with Benfica, and as you can clearly see, guys, Angel Di Maria has decided it's time to hang his boots up at the end of this season. The good news is we've got 59 million to spend on a replacement, but then again, we don't really need to find a replacement, do we? Because we've already got one. We've got Andreas Schelder up. He's 20, he's 75 rated, he's showing great potential. I reckon instead of throwing money at some random dude to come over to us, we put our faith in the youngster. That does raise the question though, where are we going to put this money? Because as you can see, the starting 11 for the most part is actually pretty decent. And I don't really want to add to the subs bench either, because as you can see, it's actually pretty stacked too. I think for season 2, we leave this money alone. Yes, it is a lot of money not to spend, but I've got a lot of faith that our boys can not only grow a lot as players once again this year, but they can definitely deliver some silverware to our trophy cabinet. Now, fortunately, we are in the Champions League once again after beating LASK and Fenerbahce in the playoff rounds. We are in Group G alongside Man City, Atalanta and RB Salzburg. Group G, more like the group of goddamn death. But I'm going to stick to my guns, guys. I'm not making a single transfer in Season 2. Just because we are in a very difficult group in the Champions League does not warrant me losing faith in what these boys can do in Season 2. But I'd be lying to you if I said I'm happy with the start we've had to the season. 4 games played in Liga Portugal and we've only won 1. We need to book our IDs up, otherwise in Season 3 I'll definitely be making some drastic changes. But this is more like it, ladies and gents. We've won the Portuguese League. Oh my god, though. Look how close it was. 22 wins, 10 draws and 2 losses for ourselves and Braga. And with them having better goal difference than us, I can only assume we won the league due to head-to-head competition. Can someone confirm that for me in the comments, how we've actually won the league? However, you don't need to explain how we won the Taca Portuguese. We destroyed Vizela 4-1 in the final. And guys, am I going nuts, or have we topped Group G with literal flying colours? 6 wins from 6 with Manchester City in this group. What the hell is going on? We've even beaten Leverkusen in the round of 16. Oh my god, we are the underdog story of this competition so far. We've even beaten Bayern Munich in the quarters. We could be playing West Ham United, PSG or Arsenal. Oh, give us West Ham. I want my revenge on them. That cannot be what I'm seeing right now. They've knocked us out 2-1 on aggregate. No, West Ham, you're actually doing my head in, man. How can you beat us 2 years running in a European competition? In Season 2, West Ham are an anomaly. Where's the last time a penalty shootout went 14-13 before there was a winner, man? This is just stupid. I mean, come on, look at the state of this team. You're telling me West Ham United have got a better team than us? Get out of it. And just look at these stats as well, man. Neres, Marcus Leonardo, Kaku, Rafa, Schelder up, even our right back Frederick, all banging goals in left, right and centre. I'm especially happy with Andreas Schelder up. I put faith in him this year. He's gone up to 81 overall. What a replacement for Angel Di Maria, who, by the way, if you haven't forgotten, is retiring at the end of this season. He's 77 rated, 37 years old. Have a good one, lad. What a career you've had. But speaking of careers, this brings me to João Neves, because he's at the beginning of his. How do we fit him into the team? Because quite frankly, his loan move hasn't gone as well as I'd hoped. My original plan was for him to replace Rafa and us just change the formation, but Rafa, as you can see, is levels above him, man. I was expecting Rafa to drop an overall by now, but apparently he didn't get that that memo. I reckon we send Neves out on loan for one more year at the beginning of Season 3, then at the end of Season 3, we try to cross this bridge again. But that does beg the question, what do we actually do with this team next year? Because as you can see, it's absolutely phenomenal. I mean, not only did we win the Portuguese League and the Portuguese League Cup, we made the semis of the UCL, so we are definitely on the right track, and sometimes it's better not to fix something that isn't broken. But guys, in Season 3, we've got a stupid amount of money to spend, 102 million, and despite my feelings towards the starting 11, I cannot justify not spending this amount of money to improve the team when we're trying to win the Champions League. Now for me guys, the only position that somewhat makes sense to try to improve is that left back role where Renan Lodi plays. He's a good player, don't get it twisted, but it'll take him 43 weeks to become a better player, and if we are serious about winning the UCL, we definitely need somebody better. The problem is though guys, despite all the money we've got and all the success we had in Season 2, not many players from the top 5 leagues are going to be willing to leave those teams to join us. Now whilst in real life Benfica have actually made this happen, for example Arthur Cabral actually joined Benfica from Fiorentina from the Serie A. However, for us it's a little bit different because I can't see a player like Andrew Robertson leaving a team like Liverpool to come join Benfica despite all of our success at the minute. However guys, I've given this a lot of thought and I've found the perfect player I can bring in that will actually make total sense. I am of course talking about Serginho Dest from Barca. He's 24, 82 overall. This guy's battling a starting 11 position with Alejandro Balde, and he's going to lose that battle every single time. But in our case, I'm going to send Renan Lodi out on loan for a couple of years to make sure that Dest gets starting 11 game time every single game. And there we go guys, our one and only transfer Season 3 is done for 35 million on the dot. And guys, it's taken me 3 seasons, but I've just realised I put the currency in pounds. I am an absolute moron, aren't I? But true to my word guys, I've sent Renan Lodi out on loan for a couple of years to Chelsea. This ensures that Serginho Dest will get the start 11 game time every single game. I've also sent João Neves out on loan for a couple of years to Dortmund as well. He's growing quite nicely, 20 years old, 81 rated. I'm hoping at the end of this season he'll be ready to shove straight into the starting 11. But speaking of the starting 11, this is how it looks going into the new campaign ahead, and Jesus Christ, we've created a monstrosity so far, haven't we? I mean, no wonder we're doing so well so far. It's the perfect storm of young talent and experience all bundled into one. And I think it's going to be very interesting to see how we do in the UCL this time, as we are in Group E alongside Monaco, PSV and Sparta Praha. And let's be honest, in comparison to last year, this group stage is a cakewalk. And I'm already smelling another Portuguese title, as from our first 5 games we've won 4 and drawn only 1. Let's put it this way, we were a much better team than we were last year, so if we made the semi-finals last season in the UCL, imagine what we could do this year. Well, apparently not a great deal, as we didn't even win the league. Porto beat us to it by 1 goddamn point. I'm sorry, with the team we've created so far, this is just completely and totally unacceptable. We didn't even win the bloody Taca Portuguesa. Come on man, this is atrocious. We have fortunately though topped Group E once again, but after last year's group stage, this should not come as a surprise. But we get knocked out by Arsenal on penalties. This season has been an absolute disgrace. I might be sounding biased here guys, but I'm really struggling to understand how a team this good does not win a single trophy this year. I mean, granted, the stats in comparison to last year aren't amazing, but they're still pretty damn decent. And unfortunately, João Neves hasn't had the season on loan at Dortmund I wanted him to have. I'm really trying to figure out how to fit him into the starting 11 next year, but I really don't see a way to do it. I mean, even with Rafa being 33 years old, he's still 87 overall. That's 6 ratings higher than João Neves, man. I really don't see a feasible way of putting him in the starting 11 over anybody at the minute. But I think if we are going to elevate Benfica to that next level in both Portugal and in Europe, we are going to have to spend the money allocated to us by the board, man, and stop putting so much faith in the starting 11. Now guys, we've got a whopping 144 million to spend. However, having looked at the entire squad, I don't feel like I'm going to put any money into the starting 11. Instead, I'm going to put it into the subs bench. Primarily our second choice keeper, Suarez. If anything happens to Trubin, this is the guy to step up and fill his boots, and honestly, I don't trust this guy in between the sticks. The rest of the subs bench, however, I mean, there's nothing wrong with them in the slightest, ladies and gents. We've even got João Neves on the bench. That's how good our starting 11 is now. But as for the keeper, I'm going for, guys. Nottingham Forest for Chodimos. He's 32, he's 81 rated, he's legitimately the perfect second choice goalkeeper for us right now. And there we go, guys. £16 million later, we've got our second choice goalie. And guys, it's that time again. We are once again in the UCL, this time in Group C, alongside Dortmund, Sevilla and RB Salzburg. We never really get a simple group, do we? But I think this is the year that we win it all, ladies and gents. The Portuguese League, the Portuguese League Cup, and the year we win the Champions League. And we are once again off to an amazing start in the Portuguese League. 5 games played, 4 wins, unfortunately 1 loss, but we are top of the table. To be honest, it'll be kind of worrying if we don't win everything this year, because if this team doesn't do it, what kind of team bloody will? But guys, this year we can begin to stop worrying, as we are by a mile the best team in Portugal. 20 points we won this freaking league by this year, man. That is insane. We also won the Taca Portuguese, beating Sporting to do it as well. And for the 3rd season in a row, we've topped our group in the Champions League. Hopefully this is the year we finally break that goddamn curse. And it's a good start as we slapped RB Leipzig in the round of 16. And we've beaten PSG in the quarters. We could be playing against Marseille, Bayern, Leverkusen. Oh, give me Marseille. For God's sake, give me someone easy. We got Leverkusen and we still beat them. We're playing Bayern Munich in the UCL final. I don't even care at this point, man. Our team is too goddamn good to lose to Bayern Munich. But then again, you look at that team and you realise why they're in the UCL final as well, because that team is absolutely disgusting. But looking at our stats makes me feel way more confident. Marcus Leonardo, Shelder up, and David Neres put a right shift in. And this is indeed the Benfica starting 11 side going into the UCL final, hoping to break that frigging curse once and for all. My only real regret so far is not using João Neves enough. I fully thought that him going out on loan was the best move, but apparently not this time. But guys, whilst we've dominated Portugal with Benfica, in the next 90 minutes we finally got the chance to dominate Europe and break that curse once and for all. All we got to do is beat Bayern Munich to do it. Here we come, guys. Early in the first half, David Neres has got a chance to exploit Bayern on the right hand side of the pitch. He's got the pace. Oh, maybe not. Now, for some reason, guys, we've just been given a free kick, and we all know how good at them I am. But Koku's pretty good at it, so we're just going to give it everything we got. Let's see what happened. Oh, my freaking God, that's just embarrassing, isn't it? Here come Bayern Munich, though. Martinelli's on the ball against Antonio Silva. He's got the better of him. They're trying to work it in. Oh, they've actually managed to work it in, and that is 1-0 to Bayern Munich inside 23 minutes. That is appalling defending from Benfica. Maybe that curse is actually real, because that was absolutely abysmal. I don't even know how that happened, man. I thought for sure that Morato had that covered, but apparently not. Here come Bayern Munich again. They've got a taste for blood and they want more. Good defending. Marcus Leonardo. Can we find David Neres? Is he onside? Yes, he is. Vardiol's chased him. David Neres to make this 1-1. And he's done it. David Neres in the 40th minute equalises in the UCL final. We are legitimately on course to breaking this curse, guys. And here we come again, just after scoring the equaliser. Serginho Dest leaving everybody for dead. We could get Neres on the ball once again, not quite this time. But now early in the second half, ladies and gents, Bayern have just had an attack. We've defended well, but now it's our turn to attack. We've got David Neres on the ball here. Rafa's on the ball now. Aging Rafa's cutting inside, using that agility. Can't quite see. Now the second half, Martinelli's on the ball. We need to watch out for him. He's actually, maybe not, because that was woeful. How was that? Oh, right back on the ball here. We found Rafa. Rafa, can we find Marcus Leonardo? First touch, that's beautiful. Oh, that's a good block from Bayern Munich's defender. We do have a corner though. Koku to take it. Good delivery. That's a really nice ball. And Florentino with the edit. Oh, it's just not got enough power on it, has he? Rafa's on the ball once again. Can we spot that run from Marcus Leonardo? Yes, we can. We've got a chance here to make it 2-1. What a save, Mamadashvili. We're beginning to get a handle on this game. Serginho Dest is speeding down the left-hand side. He's found Rafa inside. Oh, who the hell is this song dude, man? He's doing me head in. Here we come once again, left-hand side of the pitch. Koku, delivery in back post, and that has gone to absolutely nobody. Last attack of the 90 minutes for Bayern Munich. Leroy Sané's there. We've got to put a foot in here, guys. We can't concede this late. This would be just cruel. Harry Kane's on the ball here. They're playing it round really nicely, guys. Get there! Oh my God! Get that freaking ball away! Nope. Get it away! What is going on? Defend, you morons! Do you actually want this curse to stay alive or not? 5 minutes extra time when we only had 1 minute extra time. That is a joke, man. That curse almost came round and bit me in the backside there. I'm making a change, guys. Florentina's coming off for João Neves, man. I really like this dude. I'm going to bloody use him. Early in the first half of extra time. That is absolutely phenomenal from Trubin, man. What a keeper. Arguably one of the best keepers in the game that I've used at this point. And here we come with Marcus Leonardo. Can we cut inside? Yes, we have. We've done really well there on his right foot. Can we put this away? Yes, we can. Just on the stroke of half-time of extra time. Marcus Leonardo. What a freaking moment for the young lad. That goal might have just broken the curse, ladies and gentlemen. Bayern Munich at one end very nearly score. We go up the other end and actually score. But we've got to hold on to this lead now as Bayern Munich are coming forward early in the second half of extra time. That is great defending. David Nero's coming forward. Can we spot that run from Marcus Leonardo? What a ball. Oh, that is beautiful. Send the keeper wrong way. Marcus Leonardo is one of the best strikers on this game, and it is not even close. He is absolutely ridiculous. David Neres with a beautiful through ball to Marcus Leonardo. He spins that song, dude, in top left bins. Keeper's got no chance. And he is on for the hat-trick, ladies and gents, but he sees Rafa in the middle. Can we get a fourth, ladies and gents? What a save, Mamardashvili. But there is the full-time whistle, guys. Benfica have destroyed Bayern Munich in the UCL final. It was fairly even until extra time, guys, and that's where we completely knackered them out. But, guys, 3-1, we've finally broken the curse that was set all those years ago, and we have made Benfica the best team in the world. But I'll be honest, this was quite easy. Benfica's team is absolutely ridiculous. It only took us 4 years to do it, ladies and gents. Benfica's board of directors, you know where to find me. However, guys, that's where we're leaving this video. But if you enjoyed that, you should definitely click here to watch this. And don't forget to like and subscribe. We're trying to beat Raman to 100,000 subscribers.